I'm Marla Mindelle.
And I'm Jonathan Parks-Ramage.
And we are the writers, creators, executive producers, singers of this musical short called The Devil's Bitch. I think it was a little bit collaborative. I think actually John had the idea of like maybe some sort of a dark comedy about a woman who sells her soul, and then based on both of our background, we went to college for musical theater together. So we thought, well, maybe we should make a musical and put some songs in it and have it be like really irreverent and like Damn Yankees meets like Reefer Madness meets like True Blood meets like all these kind of dark things with music, and kind of spun off from there.
Yeah, we were really kind of inspired by the way that Trey Parker and Matt Stone have kind of incorporated this kind of cutting edge comedy with music. And, I think, we're really inspired by South Park and the Book of Mormon, just in how they're kind of like pushing the envelope with humor and also adding music. So that was really kind of like our inspiration for it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's about a girl who sells her soul to the devil for fame. So it's pretty much Marla's life story. Marla basically sold her soul to the devil to get famous.
Yeah, pretty much. I like comedy. We like writing comedy together. This is like the third pilot that we've written. We have a very specific sense of humor. I think the two of us love dark, kind of off-kiltery styles, and in my spare time I write sketches with my sister. So it seemed like kind of the appropriate route to go. Also, I think I think if you're going to put music in something and try to make it a television show, or a short or whatever we're doing, it might work a little bit better as a comedy rather than a drama.
Yeah, I think it's really just, in terms of our voice as a writing team, I think we're really just, at this point really kind of gravitate more towards comedy, and adding music, I mean, again, it just kind of really made sense, just because, Marla comes from a musical theater background, and I actually used to work for roadside entertainment and development for them, so I come from a TV background. So it was really kind of a convergence of these two backgrounds, Marla in musical theater, mine in television. We just said, let's make a musical comedy but for TV.
I don't know if this will actually, if Glee fans will like this. It's very different. It is anti-Glee because it's not. It's just so much darker. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think that in describing it as the anti-Glee, I mean, it's kind of like Glee. You have these kind of well-scrubbed teenagers singing
hopeful.
and singing and bopping about, and there are no well-scrubbed teenagers in our short. I mean, I think that we really went for a sense of humor that's a little bit darker, and like I said before, a little bit closer to something like the musical numbers from South Park or the musical numbers that are in Family Guy. I mean, we really kind of went further. So although it's a musical like Glee, it is a very dark musical comedy, which is kind of.
We had a hand in almost everything, so it was a huge learning experience. I feel like we actually even got a little over our heads, but that's the only way it's just like one way to do it. And
yeah, we both really kind of dove into the process. I mean, Marla is an actress, and like I said, I have been working in TV for a while, but I think, like Marla said, it was, really, it was ours from the very beginning, and it was something that we felt really passionate about, and that we really pushed through development, pushed through production, and now we have something that we've really been happy with. And I think again, it's we really, I think, learned a lot throughout the production process, and it was really kind of a fantastic because before this we had written pilots and shorts, but we had never fully produce them. So it was really great to kind of go through the entire production process and just kind of see something through from the very beginning to the very end.
Yeah.
So that was something that's really satisfying.
I've learned that I never want to be a producer. That is really hard.
She's lying. She's lying.
No, I loved writing. I loved writing, and I loved being in it. And I liked editing and directing, but producing is really, really tricky. So, you know, I've learned a lot about myself and what my limits are. And producing, unfortunately, is.
But that's why we make a great team, because that's, I mean, I really come from a background where I've produced a lot, and
Yes,
I think
that is true.
you know, we work really well together, and I think that's another thing we learned through this process is kind of like our professional dynamic in terms of, you know, our dynamic, first of all, writing, then our dynamic on set, our dynamic in post, our dynamic in development. I mean, I think that's also been something that's been really valuable about this whole process.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yeah, I
about
think
it
you
all?
can just maybe ask a question about the Friars Club.
Oh, we're so happy you asked. We've been submitting this little short to many different film festivals, and this one called Friars Club is a comedy film festival that honors all comedic projects, whether. Not just in New York, right? It's an international festival.
It's like, it's really exciting because Friars Club is kind of this club that was founded in the 1950s by like Johnny Carson, and it's this private club for comedians. And I mean, today it, you know, boasts comedians like Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Fallon and Louis C.K. and it's this really kind of this institution in the world of comedy. And what they've done is they've set up a comedic film festival. So it's kind of like the Sundance, but that focuses specifically on comedy. So it's kind of like the Sundance of comedy. And it's really exciting. And there's like a lot of great films in this year's lineup. Parker Posey's new movie is making its U.S. premiere there. Stephen Frears, who directed The King's Speech, his new comedy is going to be debuting there. You know, there's a lot of great talent involved, and that's going to be a part of the process. And we were lucky enough to be selected for the shorts competition at the Friars Club Comedy Film Festival. So we're really excited, and it's going to be on October 27th.
Which
at
is
3:30
Saturday,
p.m.
right?
Yes, which is
This Saturday. October 27th at 3:30 p.m. It will be bunched in with a couple other shorts.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and we're really, you know, kind of happy because we had initially envisioned the project as a television pilot. And then we said, well, why don't we also submit it as a short film to these film festivals? So we've really kind of been excited to be gaining traction in the world of film, and especially excited about the upcoming Friars Club Comedy Film Festival.
Yes, it is not auto-tuned at all, which I actually think is a big deal because on a lot of these shows nowadays, well, actually, I don't want to take away from the other shows because they all sing brilliantly too, but it's people's 100% real voices. It's a lot of other Broadway people. So, you know, if you're not a fan of me, which you should be. If you're not, I get that. There's like, we have Matt Risch from Other Desert Cities, and we have Josh Segarra from Lysistrata Jones, and Gina DeWall, who was in Carrie and is now Glinda on the national tour of Wicked. So it celebrates the world of musical theater and dark, campy acting, and I think that's really different and exciting and new.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we were just really happy to work with such kind of an amazing Broadway caliber cast, and, you know, we were really kind of amazed at what everyone, you know, pulled together in such a short period of time. So, yeah, it was a fantastic process. We're excited to share it with the world, and we hope you guys come out.